In 1994, a Japanese company by the name of Toplan filed for bankruptcy. At one time, Toplan was the leading producer of shooters and shoot-'em-ups. In the wake of its bankruptcy, a group of employees regrouped and formed a new video game company by the name of Cave, which stands for Computer Art Visual Entertainment. Due to its roots, it's not surprising that Cave quickly became known and revered for the bullet hell shoot-'em-ups, which were released starting in 1995. Indeed, the bullet hell shoot-'em-ups are also known as Danmaku shooters. Consequently, throughout the years, they've released a number of games for arcade systems, home consoles, PCs, and smartphones. In fact, according to the Guinness World Records, Cave maintains the record for the most prolific developer of Danmaku shooters, since they have released 48 games from 1995 until October of 2010. In 2004, Cave developed the third generation arcade hardware using a Hitachi SH3 CPU. Altogether, they released about 19 games for the third generation arcade system. The vast majority were, unsurprisingly, their famous bullet hell shoot-'em-ups. Some of these classics include Ibara, Akai Kantana, Pink Sweets, Dondonpachi, Muchi Muchi Pork, and Death Smiles. The good news is that most of the arcade games from Cave's third generation are playable within Batocera. In this tutorial, I will show you how to set up and configure the third generation of Cave's arcade games for Batocera. Are you ready? Let's do it! Greetings everyone, and welcome to Batocera Nation, the #1 fan site and channel for Batocerans. After my Naomi 2 tutorial, I became curious of the third generation of Cave's bullet hell shoot-'em-ups. Surely enough, after some experimentation, I got most of them up and running using MAME. Nonetheless, I'm hoping by the time Batocera 35 comes out that we will be able to run these games using Final Burn Neo, since with the latest release, Final Burn Neo now fully supports the third generation of Cave games. In fact, I understand that Final Burn Neo plays them better than MAME. But for the time being, we can play these games using MAME, and I will show you how to set it all up. So the first place, let's go ahead and go to the wiki page for Batocera. You can see there's a section, and I will be leaving links to all these pages, but you can see there's a section there for Cave CV1000, which is the third generation of the Cave games. At one point, they were using Demu. That's no longer the case. But we'll keep them in the same folder, K3RD. The accepted formats are zip files or 7Z files. There's no need for any BIOS to run these games. And again, this is where you're going to store them within your share folder in Batocera. Now, in terms of where you can find these games, my suggestion is for you to go to archive.org and then type this, Cave space CV1000 space Batocera. After you click on go, it should be the second hit from the list. In fact, the second list, you'll see a title that says Cave 3RD. K3RD, that's the one that you need to download. And finally, by the time this video is up, on my download section on my website, BatoCeraNation.com, at the very bottom, you should see a section for Cave's third generation of games at the very bottom of the page. All right? And once you download both files, this is what you're going to get. K3RD zip, that's from archive.org, and K-games.zip, that's from my website. Okay, so let's go to the first one. And this is what you'll see for all the games. Okay, everything is there. And let's go up. And for my downloads, this is what you'll see. Mostly, of course, you're going to see the material that's been scraped. You also will find here a logo for Cave third generation. This logo, for some themes, will be necessary because not all the themes for Batocera includes Cave third generation of games. My theme, Batocera Club Reloaded, does include it. But in case that yours doesn't, I've included this. I've created this file, and this will allow you to essentially create a collection of Cave games. And finally, you got a game list file right there, okay? So go ahead and select that. Videos, manuals, and images. Copy all that. And you're going to paste it right here. Just go ahead and paste everything right there. Okay? Once that's pasted, and of course all this will be copied into your share folder. Just the way it is. Alright? So let's go ahead and load up Batocera and let's get these games up and running. Alright, so we're in Batocera. Let's go ahead and press F1 for the file manager. And let's go to the share folder. And then select the games folder right there. Copy all your games to right here. K3RD. And there's everything. The scrape material and the games along with games list.xml. Okay? Alright. Now, let's go back over here. This is my special folder right here. Here's the logo. Okay? In your share folder, themes, these are the themes right there, okay? In mine, Batocera Club Reloaded, there's a special folder called _INC. Yours might be a little bit different. But here I have another folder called Logos. You can see there that I've got my Cave logo right there automatically. This is already built into my theme, okay? But look for a folder where you can copy that in case you don't have a logo for it, all right? Let's go back over here. Let's go back over here, go back to Cave. This is the other file that was included in my zip file, all right? Copy that, go to Share, go to System, go to Configs, right there. Go to Emulation Station, and then paste it right there. Paste it. And there it is. Okay? Well, that is not going to work at all. So make sure that you copy it in the right location. All right, once you're finished, go ahead and go to File and close Window. And from there, press Start on your gamepad. Go into Game Settings, Update Games List. And now you should see Cave. There it is. So you can see that everything has already been scraped for you, okay? Now, among all these games, this game here does not work, the very first one, and this one does not work, okay? But eventually, hopefully, these will work. And in fact, once Final Burn Neo has been updated, these games should work, okay? Let's go ahead and press Select on the gamepad, go into Advanced System Options, and this is the settings I've got. The video mode, I've got to 1080p. Decorations, I've got it to the bezel project, but you can choose none. You can play this on widescreen if you want to. Video mode, I chose BGFX. VSync, I left it auto. Graphics API, I chose Vulkan. But if Vulkan doesn't work, then try OpenGL or Main Detect. All right. This auto, this right here, I chose HQ3X, but you can use something else altogether. Everything else set to auto, this is set to on, and that's it. Now there's a couple of games, like for example, Ibarra and Muchi Muchi Pork, that when the game loads up, you're going to have to wait until you see the real title screen. Otherwise, if you press a select button, which is the coin button, it will give you an error. Other than that, these games should be up and running without any trouble. All right, let's go ahead and show you some gameplay. Alright, as you can see that we've got one puzzle game included in this collection, but everything else is a bunch of shooters, okay? And hopefully that will give you a great overview of what the Cave 3rd generation games will consist of. Well, that's a wrap. If you found this video useful, please go ahead and like it. That would really help me out with YouTube's algorithms. If this is your first time watching a video from Batocera Nation, then I highly encourage you to check out our YouTube channel, as well as a website at batoceranation.com. That will give you a great overview of what Batocera is all about and whether this will meet your emulating needs. Finally, I want you to know I've got a lot more videos coming up, so therefore please consider subscribing so you'll stay on top of the latest and greatest of Batocera. As a matter of fact, next time I plan to cover 2 more arcade systems. However, I'm still in the process of testing everything out. If all goes well, these will be my next tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time on Batocera Nation. Bye.